I can fall in line with Jesus. I mimic Jesus. That's what a Jesus follower does.
Did Jesus say that you should treat people like shit?
Yeah.
No, that's an odd thing to say. Did Jesus say that you should treat people badly? No, of course not. No, of course not. And so now, DZ, Justin, is reaping the benefits, reaping the rewards of having been a jerk and goaded him into making a fool of himself.
If you're evil, you're an evil piece of shit.
This is. Are you drunk right now? Why are you slurring your words?
Let's go.
Evil piece of shit.
Treat people like shit.
Yeah, if you're evil, you're an evil piece of shit.
This is. Are you drunk right now? Why?
Look at the smile on his face. Look at the smile. Like, if this guy, Justin, was genuine and wanted to discuss things, he would not react with this smile. There are these micro expressions, right? He would not react with a smile to being called an evil piece of shit. That would not make somebody smile. If you're really genuinely engaged in a discussion and want to find the truth together, like if my wife were to call me an evil piece of shit, that would hurt my feelings or would make me be like, what? Like it would, because I've been trying to have, but no, this is evidence, his reaction here, his glee, his happiness over hearing this is a reaction and it's proof that this is what he wanted.
Yeah, if you're evil, you're an evil piece of shit.
There it is. I'm so happy. I'm getting what I want because this is making this guy look bad. You can make somebody look bad if this was really what you wanted. Like atheists are supposed to be about reason, right? They're supposed to be very rational people and science-based and all this, right? Why is he using emotion to provoke somebody? In fact, not just him. Why do atheists use emotions to provoke people? Turns out it's not probably all about reason. It's this. It's a game. It's a game for people.
This is. Are you drunk right now?
Why? And there it goes. Are you drunk? He can't stop with the insults, the insulting behavior, the insulting language to him.
Are you slurring your words?
Bro, you're spiritually drunk.
He is. He's drunk. I called it. This guy's sitting over here on his computer, raging and drinking like a fish, and he gets on my live stream to cuss me out because he's so mad. He's so mad that he gets cooked in every debate that he's ever a part of. It's crazy to me. You got absolutely annihilated.
Like this has no place in proper debates. Why do people do this on YouTube? They only do it for clicks. They only do it to get people to other collectively minded people who are just as infantile and juvenile and sophomoric as somebody like this with this behavior, this emotional behavior, trying to provoke, trying to make people mad. They are just like that, and like-minded people find like-minded people. And so that's what gets clicked because it's almost like when and there have been social commentary on this in the form of like Black Mirror and other shows, like the idea that, when a serial killer goes around killing people, people will watch the news. People will watch those documentaries because there's something transfixing about it and enthralling, and I get something out of it. It's emotional, and I want to see more. And so this guy, he's getting his rocks off here, and then all the people watching are also just enthralled by this.
Praise, do you think that there's a reason, like, why people kick you from live stream?
And there it is, guys. Like, look at the strategic moves he's just made, right? Like, because he even got me a little bit. Like, he's going to be really rational about this. He's going to try to, like I say, commendably build an argument that he can attribute, and then Praise can work with. But because Praise is still losing his cool, he jumps again. He pounces on him. So, and the viewer, you're watching this, you're thinking, oh, I see somebody who's really reasonable and said something really smart. I don't even understand maybe a couple of those words and what he just said. And here's a guy over here who's just completely lost it. So that solves everything for me. I have to look no further. This is the winner of the debate. Guys, I don't even know if I could decide a winner of this debate because it's a terrible debate. It's not a debate at all, actually. Justin does some commendable things, but he completely he completely just throws it all out the window by acting like a juvenile and goading this guy. I mean, I understand, man. I would not want to talk to Praise I Am either. It makes me wonder why you would even have him on calling it. Like, why would you want to talk to some? Oh, for the clicks. That's why. It's clickbait. So, but if I'm a reasonable person, Justin, hear this as my plea. If I'm a reasonable person, if I'm a reasonable person, I would not be talking to anybody like that. And I wouldn't be engaging in this childish retort, this sort of like, let's goad this guy into saying something really, really bad, and reacting really strongly and losing his cool so that I look better. Like, if your arguments are good, you don't have to do that. Just give the arguments. Stop insulting people.
Or do you think that you're just like,
Are
do you think that you're always just being abused?
fucking question, you little bitch?
This guy's really showing the love of Christ right now.
There it is. There it is. We've seen it over and over.
I think that you just converted the whole chat. Everybody in the chat, put a 1 in the comments if Praise I Am just converted you to Christianity.
And this is the whole strategy, guys. The idea here is to make somebody look like a fool so that I look better. So when I talk to a fool, I look like the smart one. I mean, Socrates did not need to, he was wise. He didn't need to go around talking to fools in order to prove that he was wise. He talked to other philosophers. So take a page out of his book, Justin. Actually find somebody worth discussing with.
Right now, let's see if this works. I'm waiting for some ones to file in. Let's see if there's some ones.
You are
Because
evil. Shit.
I'm told that the people who have the Holy Spirit are supposed to be full of like patience and love and kindness. In fact, Galatians says the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I don't hear any of those things. I'm actually inclined to believe at this point that you don't have the Holy Spirit.
Stan, why are you running away from me, coward?
I'm not running from anybody. You're literally on my live stream. If I was running away from you, I would be avoiding the actual conversation. But that's actually what you're doing. You're the one crashing out on my live stream.
I think it's 3 arguments.
He's making it sound like it was Praise's fault that he crashed out. Like, it didn't have to go this way, guys. If this was a really charitable, understanding, conscientious, kind person that is hosting this, having somebody call in as a proper guest. I mean, imagine this being an interview on a talk show or a news report or something. If somebody behaved in the way that we see Justin DZ behaving here, that the guests would never come back. They've been treated horribly, right? But Justin is making it sound like it's all his fault. It's all Praise's fault. You come on my live stream and you crash out. Look what an idiot you are. No, it's not all his fault. You have done plenty to be responsible here.
I'm still waiting for the argument that the properties of the thing that exists actually exists. So I know you're so excited to get booted so you can be the victim. You're dying to be the victim because that's all you have. You don't actually have a good argument. You just have a victim complex.
Told you the argument.
So I'm waiting for the evidence that objective morals exist.
And then it's just a breakdown at that point. If he wants to get on and discuss with me, I would be open to it, because here's the thing: like, even though he has proved himself to be antagonistic here, and his intentions are very clear that he wants to make Christians look like a fool. There seems something in his core that makes him look, that I see something in his core that is good and reasonable, right? And the fact that he's not yelling and screaming is a plus. Okay, this guy Praise I Am. He's the Christian I would never want to talk to. This guy, Justin, I would want to talk to him because he's cool and collected. And yeah, I think that there are enough good qualities there that are redeemable that I wouldn't mind having a discussion with him, and just, yeah, to break that down. So if anybody knows him, send him my way. Hopefully he sees this. I've tagged him in it. And I agree with you here, Brooklyn Lou the Skeptic. These are not formal debates. They are performative acting. I agree with you there. Yeah. If you have any comments, like I said, this is kind of just going to fizzle out. Yeah, here. Yeah, so I appreciate that. I'd love to hear Justin and myself have a discussion. I would, yeah. So cool. So I at least have one person in favor. If you would like to see me, let's ask the chat. If you would like to see me debate this guy, Justin, I don't even know how to debate. Not a formal debater. Let's say have a conversation with. Put down in the chat. Just put a 1 in the chat. Really easy. Just put a 1 and just hit enter. Let's see how many people would be open to that. If you would like me to have a conversation with him, to reach out and have a conversation. Okay. I know I have at least one person. And okay, cool. That's good. That's good feedback. Yeah, good. Thank you. So I will do that. I know it's going to be watchable. But here's the thing. It's and this is the unfortunate reality of our society, guys. It's not going to be as watchable and clickbaity and entertaining as what you just saw. Because that stuff's entertaining. Like a reasoned formal discussion where it's not aggressive, not antagonistic, that's not as entertaining to many people. Yeah. Brooklyn Lou, the Skeptic, you will lose the debate because you're on the wrong side, but you will declare victory if you're like most Christians. See, here's the thing. I don't know how to lose debates. I don't even know how to win debates. I know how to have discussions. This gets into my general take on discussions. I don't see them as, I'm here to win. I'm here to win a debate. Like, I don't see it as that. I see it as a collaborative endeavor in order to get to the truth. That's it. That's it. I don't have to win or to punch down on anybody. Like, I'm confident enough. I've got my education. I know a lot of stuff. And if I don't know it, I can go back and, I guess, read it, or online. I can find the information. I can talk with people who I agree with and I disagree with and find more about this. And here's the thing too. I don't see as a discussion as just like the ultimate and only time I will ever talk about that issue, obviously. Right. But I think many people have this assumption, this attitude that if you have a debate and that's the only debate people ever see, like there are these high stakes. I don't see a discussion as high stakes. So that's another difference. Debates seem to be high stakes. I don't see discussions as high stakes because I'm not there to win. I'm just there to, till new ground. I'm there to open and traverse new ground. That's it. That's it. And also explore kind of like, what is it that are this guy's certain presuppositions that he's working with. Like, I'd like to know more about his background. Joe Cool says here, Justin is respectful to those who are respectful. I can believe that because obviously this is the first video that I've seen of his or Praise I Am. And you can tell just in the context, they do have a past. And although I did say earlier that Justin did a lot to goad Praise I Am, he's probably drawn on a history. So I'm not trying to be here to, to identify who's more at fault for starting the rift, but there's clearly a rift there. And there's a level of impoliteness already. So it makes me wonder why they keep discussing. Like, I don't know why you would do that. Yeah, that's a good point. XE Music, good to see you again. Who scores debates anyway? I don't know, at least not on YouTube. Professional debates obviously are scored in certain ways, like, quiz bowl, debate bowl, all that stuff. I never got into that. But it's quality and qualitative over quantitative, I'm sure. And I'm just not sure how they score, but they're certainly not scored on YouTube. That's for sure. Yeah, right here. Debates are about who can win. Discussions should be about trying to understand each other. I prefer the latter. I absolutely prefer the latter as well. So what I'll do, we're near the end here. I won't close out by watching the end of that, because I think we can all know how the end of that's going to go. But I'll let this be the end of it, and I will close out by saying that I will reach out to Justin. Either I'll do that, or he will see this and he'll reach out. But I think there's enough good ground here to move forward.